Sam, a 3-0 win, you must be delighted with that performance.
Yes, obviously it keeps the momentum going. The boys have been brilliant last few months, or all season to be honest. You look back at that one defeat with a hinge of disappointment against Eastleigh, but apart from that the boys have been unbelievable really. The work rate, the commitment, the desire, not only on match days but in day-to-day training, the way they conduct themselves around the place. Just a joy to work with, and say we've got one more game, another big push literally on Saturday, so a quick turnaround. There's going to be a lot of tired bodies out there, but it's a good test for them. We liken this to like an Easter weekend or a Christmas fixture list for them, so it's a good for them to have that array of fixtures and different times of games and so forth. So we're looking forward to finishing it off before a Christmas break.
In terms of how that game panned out, it kind of seemed to flow in terms of we had a good start, but QPR maybe had a bit more possession, but they didn't really kind of create too many chances, did they? Yeah,
I think the first half an hour, 25 minutes was very good. High press worked well. You could see a couple of the boys out there probably needed that game. A few of the boys that have been in and around the first team that have not maybe had as many minutes as they'd like to have, but on the other hand they've been involved in the first team squad, so obviously that's the goal. So you could see that it took them a while. After half an hour you could see they was a little bit tired, got in at half time and they had another lease of energy. So it was pleasing because obviously after half an hour QPR edged the game like you said, and then when we won the ball it seemed like we just tried to score at every attack, and at half time just mentioned about keeping the ball, take it a little bit less like a basketball game, recognise when the transition's on to attack, and then recognise when to actually get a breather on the ball, keep the ball, make for an opening.
Obviously seen the press really successful in recent weeks, no more so when Alex kind of got the first goal today.
Exactly, just spoke to Alex there, and see Alex has been brilliant since he walked through the door, and that's the number 8 there, pressing the goalkeeper, going obviously that starts the back line, squeezing the lines, enabling the midfielders to push on, and he's just followed the run on and pressed like we like to press, and he got the rewards.
Must be pleased how Aaron's doing at the moment. He looks so confident, doesn't he?
Yeah, Aaron was one, to be honest, one that I mentioned that looked like he needed the game at first. First half an hour he looked like a little bit leggy. He's one of the players that needs a run of games and the momentum, because he's obviously a big lad and he works so hard, and you notice when he's not quite at the levels that he was at prior to obviously being involved with the first team. But then he took his goal so well. Probably disappointed he didn't get further at the end from a set piece. But his work rate, his link play was top level today. Real top level link play, really good. Gives us such a target man to link off. Gives us centre halves an option to hit. Obviously, we want to try and play through the lines, but if teams come up against us, which they like to press us, then we can leave one just in an hour and near, hold the ball up, secure it, and then we're in on their back line.
Your thoughts on the penalty that was conceded?
Harsh, but it's one of the ones that we say to a couple of moments at Watford. We said about maybe playing the game. Taking tactical fouls when need to. A couple of our midfielders could have took a foul, maybe just slowed the game down on the counter attack. In first team scenarios you'd like them to actually be a bit more streetwise and take that foul, so they didn't get to our penalty area, and then the guy looks like he's running to Tristan, to be honest. I don't think it was a penalty, but those decisions sometimes go against you.
At 2-1, Luke's made a good save, which obviously prevented it from becoming 2-2. That third goal was really important because it really killed the game off, didn't it? Yeah, and another thing that we mentioned to the lads there is about, obviously, just after you concede one, so you get together, kill the momentum. Obviously, QPR's tails were up at that time. That's when you need the experienced players, your leaders, to take the momentum out of the game, get together, get organised. And there's just a 5-minute wobble after they scored to go 2-1. That it was the only time that I really felt that they could really hurt us. Top save from Luke, but that's obviously, he's a top goalkeeper, he's been doing that for years. After that initial 5 minutes, after they scored, then I felt we got a bit of foothold and the game started to keep the ball, and then chances come up, and Aaron with a top finish and really killed the game off. In terms of those first team boys, good for them to get minutes, they seem to slot in quite well.
Yeah, first team boys, brilliant, come down again, great example, but that's what we wouldn't expect anything else from players at this club, all in it together, come in, work their socks off, showed good quality and really helped us.
You touched on the game on Saturday, kind of how does the turnaround for a game this quick, kind of how does that play out?
Well obviously starts from just now, post-match food, obviously seeing the physios, masseuses, we'll have a light training session tomorrow, have a look at who's available, who's not available for the game on Saturday, and then come up with a team and obviously plan and prep for that. Obviously, quick turnaround, but players want to play games. So this is exactly as a player what you want. You want to be playing games. You want to spend all the time on the training pitches. So exactly what they want, and obviously another opportunity to show what they can do.